So this is what helped. Um, what I like to point out about his video is, you notice when he said when he was in jail, he had a whole lot of bologna sandwiches, and the bologna sandwiches is the reason he would not go back to jail. So when y'all thinking of mental health, find that one thing that doesn't you just don't want to go back to. With me, like I said, I was in school. Eventually, let's go into the next part of it. I'm going to talk. But the next part is so what's next with me? I got involved in things. I learned to play trumpet. Um, we went to Battle of the Bands, won 20 Battle of the Bands. One time I was working here at Greg, Clipchamp director, and this was music week, and we went to Southern University with Mr. Todd, who was the band director, and he told the rest of the campers that, I was a part of his band. That was the reason, me and my other friends was one of his first bands, and they were like, "What, Miss Trinity, you play the trumpet?" Yes, I play the trumpet. Can you believe me, the girl in middle school who was about to get expelled, now telling people, yeah, play the trumpet, it's fun. But yes, it was amazing. Another thing I developed was my teachers that, and another thing, like what Shonda said, meet people where they are and not where you want them to be. And that helps a lot. It helps you understand them more. It helps you focus on what you need to focus on with them. So with me, like I said, I was very physical, very aggressive. I had ADHD. I'm always like, what's going on, what to do. Even in the office, I'm like, y'all want me to do something? I'll do this. I ain't got to worry about it. I'll do it. But eventually, I got into basketball, and I really did well. I still have news articles when I was in the news and in papers for having so many points and getting this scholarship and getting this offer. And now I'm blocked. And now, like they said, I don't have to go to the counselor twice a week. More once a week. Eventually, twice a month. Now I'm not really seeing her that much, but that's for me. You may be different. Sometimes you have to go many, many times, but that's what you may need to get to where you need to go. Eventually, I graduated, went off to college, and last year, far from my family. I'm the only one up there, and I'm the first one in my family to go to college. So that's another thing I have to combat: the emotions, the anxiety, the stress of trying to break generational curses. Have anybody ever broke a generational curse? Do you know how hard that is? So the fact that I actually, like I said, this girl in middle school who was about to get expelled, who people did not like to see coming, and was physical, has now graduated college, the first in her family, trying to tell people, you can do it. If I can do it, I can change, and these people believe in me, you can do it. Instead of just find the thing that you like, that you don't want to, and find the thing that you don't want to go back to. So when I would hear all these positive things about me, or I'll hear over the intercom, my principal congratulating me and my team for being the first since we consolidated going to playoffs. Yes, y'all, we were that good. Like, yes, I said to myself, I'm not going back to that tournament. And your mind is like a computer. You program and you delete what you want out of there. Do that. This is your body. This is your spirit. If you are one of those people who are heavy in your face, lean on it. It's there. That's what it's for. You'll be surprised how your mind opens, how your emotions open, how you feel after you have those appropriate conversations, and stop being scared and actually talk about it. So I continue on. Now I'm working with NAMI, which is crazy, y'all. It's just crazy how the world works. So here I am now, housing coordinator for the state of Louisiana, and I feel amazing. I like what I do. I continue to do it. I advocate every day for people who are younger, because like I said, a lot of people, we're still trying to bring that prejudice into adolescence with people who have mental illness, because it does start there. And most times, if you can catch it at a young age, you can stop it before they turn it off. So, like I said, that part when he said about that bologna sandwich, let it stick with y'all, for real. Like, just as bad as you don't want to go back to prison, I ain't trying to do all that no more. So if you gotta reflect on this, do that. But that is what helped me. That is what happened next to me, and I've just been growing and blossoming. And like I do have moments where I'm not okay, and when I'm not okay, I have my system set up. I find that person I talk to. I am just like LaShonda, and I love to shop. So yes, that is one of my leisures, as well as listening to music, and I love to be outside of park. So Find something that you can find an outlet of and that loves you, that pours into you. And I mean, run with it and run with it.
What helps? So as I mentioned, my support system, that's what helps. My family, that's what helps. So I did say that I lost my son, but now I have three beautiful girls, a 16-year-old, a 10-year-old, and a 9-year-old, and my bonus son, 13 years old. So they keep me busy, but this is what helps. My family just being there for me, supporting me, never judging me, even though the things I thought I was going through, not going through, just no judgment. And so we have to remember, stop judging people. You don't know what type of day that person is having. You don't know what a person is going through. You don't know who they lost, because fast forward, when I first started having my little ones, I found myself losing myself again, right? And again, I was able to catch it before it got serious and nothing else happened. But sometimes that's going to happen. It doesn't end today. It didn't end yesterday. It's a journey. And so I just have to remember when I start to feel a certain way and my body is telling me, hey, shut down, take a minute, I listen now. I don't try to be that superwoman that I was in the beginning, doing everything, never saying no to anyone. Like, I have to help. Now it doesn't matter who calls. If I just don't feel like doing it, I'm going to say no. Not today. Now, if I can help you tomorrow, maybe I will, but today is not the day. And sometimes you just have to do that for yourself. Just understanding, knowing your body and listening to your body, because my body tells me when enough is enough, when I need to take a break. And I do those things. And then I continue shopping. But I also love traveling. So now I get to travel, not only personal, but business. And so now I get to keep speaking about this, and I get to keep sharing my story, my hope, and to let people know that it's okay. You can be the most highest person and be brought down real quick, right? But get back up. Get back up. Don't give up, and just take it day by day. And so, like I said, now that's what I do. As I mentioned, I've been with NAMI for over 6 years. And I've been in the mental health field for over almost 10 years now. And I love every minute of it. And I love just speaking to other people, just letting them know what I went through, because I feel like if I can go through it and come out of it, anybody can. And sometimes a person just needs to hear that to give them that hope and let them know that it's going to be okay. And so again, I travel with my family. As I mentioned, I have my kids. I am now remarried, happily married. So I feel like everything is going good, but I don't take that for granted because I know there's going to be those moments. I lost my mom 2 years ago. It's going to be 2 years in December, and that was a little devastating. But again, I had to remember, you go have those days you don't feel like talking to nobody. You go have those days when you're down. That was one of my best friends, somebody that I did everything with. So not to have her, and she also went through the changes with dementia, Alzheimer's. So that was a difficult thing to watch. And so it was bringing me down again, but I had to remember it's only a moment and I'm going to get through it. And you stop and you just give yourself, be compassionate to yourself, give yourself some grace. We go through so much day to day, right? So many things we face, so many things we hear. And sometimes we just have to stop and say, okay, wait, let me take a moment. Let me step back. And so that's what I've done. And that's what's helped me. And like Trinity mentioned, I love music. So I'm the type, I will just sit under my garage sometimes on the back porch, put my music on, get my little speaker, and I have a dance off by myself. I have a concert by myself. I do those things along with taking my very, very long baths, warm baths. I love to be in the tub for about an hour at least, and they know Mama's in the tub, so leave her alone. That's like my go-to, because if I'm just in the living room or the kitchen, they're gonna, Mama, I need this, Mama. No, the tub, y'all leave me alone, right? That's my moment. So I do those things to remind myself, give myself that break and just breathe. Sometimes I may cry in the tub just because I felt like I had a long day and I need to release. And I'm not ashamed to say it. And I let everybody know it, but that's what gets me through these days, those difficult times. And so just having that right support group, having the people, whether some people actually need to see a counselor or therapist, and nothing is wrong with that either. And even though the first time you don't find that right person, Don't stop there. If you break your leg and somebody tell you, oh, let's just cut it off, are you going to listen to that doctor? I hope not. So you're going to say, no, thank you, and no, you won't see me again, okay, right? And you're going to go find the doctor that says, okay, look, we might have to have a surgery, or we might need to just do this, but okay, I'm going to do that because I want my leg, right? So, okay. So again, that's the same thing with the therapist. You have to find that right one. The first one just may not get you. And it's okay. We're not going to talk bad about them because they may be for the next person, right? But if it's not for you, it's not for you. Don't stop until you find that one that's right for you. So again, having that system, having those support people, having the counselors. Maybe you like to read, so maybe it's your book club buddies that get you, right? You know, you may be into the vintage cars or, you know, working on cars. So maybe it's that group that helps you. So just having that support system, having the right people in place. And knowing that NAMI is here, we have resources. So that's my story.